She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.
Hello guys, I'm already sweating my ass off in this sweater. I was not originally going to do another video like this, but I had someone reach out to me and ask me to do an updated New Year's Eve look. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. I hate my brows. What's new? Okay, so I obviously am going to be doing eyes first because I'm messing with black. So if I need to go get makeup remover, I can just wipe it clean. So that is what we are going to do first. So again, this is the Jaclyn Hill palette 2, and I'm strictly going to be using this and the Armed and Gorgeous palette. So I'm curious to know what everyone is doing for New Year's Eve because, you know, Rona. But like, comment down below what you guys are doing, if you guys are going out, if you're just doing something at home. Nick and I are actually spending New Year's together for the first time in 3 years. But we are just gonna stay home and do a little funness with ourselves. That sounded wrong. We're just gonna spend New Year's together. Okay, so this is the shade Temptress in the Jaclyn Pale Palette 2. And I'm just gonna start blending this out. Oh, and I use the M503 brush to blend that out. The R39 brush, and the first shade that's in here, Certified, I'm gonna lightly tap into that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help this smoke it out at the top. Again, you may have to go in twice. Make sure you wipe your brush clean to kind of keep that black off and keep the white on. Just help blend that out softly. And then you might have to go back in with the 503 and kind of bring in a little bit more black. So I just got way too much. And then you can make this round or you can wing it out in it. Either way, it'll be really pretty. I am just going to leave it like this because I did bring my brows down pretty far. Then what I'm going to go in with is there's this gorgeous shade Talia in it. It is in the second row, the second color. And I'm going to use that for all over the lid. Now this is seriously going to be like the most simple like New Year's Eve look because she did request that it be pretty easy. So that's what we're going with. But I'm going to take that. And I'm not even going to use setting spray because this is just such a creamy, pretty gold color. I'm going to put this on the lid. It seriously looks like gold flakes. It is so freaking pretty. Put it on there. Now there is some fallout with this shade, but it is, again, so freaking pretty. And I'm just going to put it on there like this. You can also use your finger to apply this, but this is just a regular old packer brush. I'm going to take it about that far with a little bit more compact little kind of blending brush. I am going to take Temptress again, and I'm going to lightly blend this out into here. Gonna add some of that in there, trying not to make like a super ginormous mess. Brush lightly tap into Talia and then go over the top of the black and just blend it just a tad bit better and just blend it out like that. And I bring it all the way to the end. Now I am going to take some concealer and put it on the underneath of this eye. And then to kind of make this pop a little bit, you could use just about any shade that you want. I think I'm going to go in with Dance Party just to add a little bit more color and pop to this look. I'm going to take this little brush right here and I'm going to tap into that. And I'm going to smoke out the bottom lash line with it first. And then I'm going to go back in with Temptress and I will show you that as well. So you see I took Dance Party and I smoked out my lower lash line with it to kind of give some color. Then I have this little itty bitty brush right here. It is a Morphe brush. There's no number on it, but I use it to kind of like stamp on an eyeliner. What I'm going to do is just get the black on the tip of the brush. So just very lightly just tap that on there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to create like a faux liner, but going back and forth to kind of blend it out a little bit better and like getting right on that waterline. I know that that's kind of tricky, but you need to. This is the GH39 brush, and I'm just going to lightly tap into that color. Again, tap my brush and then help smoke it out a little bit better. I just take my beauty blender and kind of help clean up lines just a little bit. And then now is when I'm going to go in with that Armed and Gorgeous palette. I finally had to tap into the new one that I bought because you guys know I'm obsessed with this VIP shade. This is like my 4th palette because I literally go through this VIP shade like freaking crazy. Just have this e.l.f. Professional eyeshadow brush. It's just a packer brush, and I'm just gonna dip right into VIP and put that on my inner corner. Then as well, take that color, lightly tap into it, and put it on the brow bone. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye and apply mascara, lashes, all that, and I will be right back. Okay, so lashes are done, the other eye is done. These are seriously just nice, big, giant, fluffy ones because, you know, you want to look the most fabulous, right? Now we're going to get on to face. I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place foundation. I seriously love this. It comes off so flawlessly with either a brush or a sponge. I use both to apply it, and it is seriously such a pretty foundation. So I'm going to apply this all over my face. Seriously, this foundation blows my mind every time I put it on. It seems like it's going to be super thick, but it doesn't feel super thick on the skin. So that's why I love it. I am going to take actually a powder brush to do my bronzer because I feel like I can get such a sharper line with it. And that's what I want. I really want a sharp, chiseled look for this. So I'm just going to take it. I'm going to pin my hair back. And so think about going higher than you normally would. This really makes the cheekbones like suck right up. So I'm going to get it pretty high up. It just like seriously, look at the difference between the sides of my face. Like it just sucks it just right in, going a little bit higher up. And then actually I'm going to finish blending it out with some highlighter. So I'm just going to take my highlighter brush. I'm using the Tartelist palette that I always use. And I'm just going to apply that over the top. And then, where is it? Lightly gonna take some blush and stamp a little bit right there, and like seriously it just comes together so nicely. And then you can just take your sponge, of course, blend it out a little bit better, and then take that. And then again, I say this in like every video, look straight forward as you do your chin contour because that's where you're going to be looking at the most. Blend it straight out and look. You see the difference in my face? And then do the other side. I'm getting better at blending with my left hand just because it makes it easier for me to look straight forward. And seriously, look at my freaking chin. Look at that. Look at that jawline. Look at it. And then you just take whatever powder that you want and just fill in the rest of those spots. And of course, I haven't been doing as much on the forehead because I feel like I look crazy. So what I've been doing is taking a little bit of bronzer and putting it where I'm like balding. God, that looks terrible. But I mean, I have some freaking foundation in it too, but just in those two areas. And I feel like that shrinks my forehead enough. And then of course, just a tad bit, whatever is left over, into the front. Now for lips, you could go with a bold lip. You could really do any lip that you want with this. I don't even know what lip I want to do with this. I'm gonna go in with Jealousy from Morphe's liquid lips. I love their liquid lips. They go on so easy, so smooth. Okay, so I applied that lipstick and then I applied this Morphe shimmy shade over. It kind of has the orange tint to it, to tie it together a little bit. I kind of like the nude lip more. But yeah, so that was my New Year's Eve inspired look. I kind of went full more glam this year. I kind of just went off the request. She just asked me to do a full glam with some black eyeshadow for New Year's Eve, so that is what I did. I hope I delivered to you. So if you guys ever have any requests for a makeup tutorial, send it my way and I will gladly do it. I know I said I hesitated on this one, but New Year's Eve is kind of tricky because Corona, but yeah. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I will be back with another video soon. Bye guys.